Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to week 3 of building Geonosis. As always, I want to take a second and thank every single one of you for coming back each and every week. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. That's what's going to get you the updates every single week. I've been seeing an increase in subscribers. A big percentage of you who are watching Geonosis for some reason aren't subscribed. So if you haven't already, click the button down below. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter week, which I think is a good thing, right? I don't know. Let me do it down in the comments below. Before we head into all of this building, and we're actually going to, again, head into a time lapse just like last week. So no talking, just right into the building. I do want to let you guys know that I had my very first building Geonosis live stream this past week, and it was for my members. So if you are interested, there's a way down in the description. It's like the YouTube memberships. You can join the channel, become a member of the Brix Studios channel. There's a bunch of perks that go along with it that include the building Geonosis live streams, among other live streams and other perks and things that you get to have as a member. So definitely take a look at it. It is a big way to support the channel. If that doesn't interest you, again, you can always check out my minifigs for you, custom minifigures. I've got my Captain Rex still in stock. That has been selling incredibly well. We're actually running low on that. So take a look at that figure and a bunch of other figures that are actually going to hit the store this week. So I'm really excited about that as well. So those two ways are incredible things that help out Geonosis. It's not easy funding this mock, so I really appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and dive into that time lapse. So I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. I think I got quite a bit done. This is probably about 3.5, 4 hours worth of building already here at the beginning of this week. And I mean, as you can see, this is a significant difference in terms of detail work compared to that little bit I did at the end of last week. I mean, that's pretty night and day in terms of just coloration, part usage, and just the overall look and feel. I am trying to be careful not to get too detailed. I know some people in the mock community really like to push ground details, and I'm kind of borderline on that right now, where I'm putting down like so many different pieces. And while some people might like that and definitely enjoy that aesthetic, I particularly like to play a fine balance between over detail and simplicity with Lego, because you don't want it to get to the point where it doesn't even look like Lego anymore. Honestly, this whole section right here is starting to look like a mini valley, which I'm really enjoying. I think it's got a really cool look to it. I've specifically kind of trailed out this area to make it look like there's paths, like a little pathway, and that's actually going to lead into some type of Geonosian structure. So maybe the Geonosians were kind of walking here, and so the clone troopers might follow this in the battle to get to the droid factory or something. I don't know. I'm kind of just playing it by ear, but I'm definitely really enjoying. I mean, you can kind of see top down what I'm talking about here. Even with a very limited palette of slopes, I can still do some really cool detail work. And again, this side right here, not finished. This side, on the other hand, right here, we're getting close to finished probably. But this definitely over here needs some more detailed work. And it's, again, really coming along well. So another cool little piece I just want to show to you guys is this piece right here. It's like an L bracket with a stud on the side. I think that's basically what it's considered. I've got a whole ton of them right here, medium nougat, that came in this week. This whole bin of medium nougat came in this week, and that's honestly making quite the difference in terms of what you're seeing here. I remember last week I was like, this is not enough medium nougat. This is the medium nougat I want within the dark orange. Anyhow, the L bracket is kind of creating these little micro slopes, if we will call them that. And it's just adding that little bit of extra detail that I really like. And I've kind of placed them in kind of different places. Like you can kind of see one right there. So pretty crazy. I'm really enjoying those L brackets. Again, I've never used those in landscapes. I've never used these half circle tile pieces. You can see I'm using that, especially with this pathway. I do want to actually finish up this area right here. Let's try to get this entire area covered in dark orange. Same goes with right here. So we're going to get that covered, and that'll leave us with about 3.5, 4 base plates of detail work for next week to finish up the main landscape. So it's looking really good. This came in this week as well. These are some slope pieces right here, or wedge slopes. These will be utilized probably in like a week or two. We're going to be using this to really make that Geonosis structure. And as well as these right here, these arches. This is all going to be super, super useful in the future. Very awesome. This is looking great. Let's go ahead and jump back in the time lapse, finish up these areas, and then we'll do some more detail work before we call it. So I've gotten quite a bit done now after that time lapse. As you guys can see, the full 6 base plates here in the front of Geonosis is now fully covered with dark orange. Obviously, it's not completed yet. It still needs detailing like what I just showed not too long ago. But I actually went ahead and just added more details anyways. I didn't want to go back and forth and show you guys, okay, here's all the dark orange and, now let's do the details. I just went ahead and did all the details. And so here's another little kind of landscape feature I kind of added, just using some slope nougat pieces and some more dark orange and all of that. So I like that. I might end up doing something similar around here. The other thing that I did was over here. This is still a work in progress on this end. I'm still trying to figure out how I want the slopes to look here, but so far this is also looking really good. Some more snot on top. Such a weird acronym, but yeah, some more snot work right here. But I really like what came out in this section right here. This looks really cool. I like the natural look that kind of came out of this. All the slope work right here looks really, really nice. I like how I'm using the wedge pieces at an angle or sideways, and then you have like these slope pieces kind of matching that. Stuff like that, little details that really go a long way to making the mock just that much better. Obviously still a lot more area to cover with details. That's probably what we're going to be doing next week. My favorite angle by far is kind of like right about here. We kind of see the clone troopers in this like micro valley. It just looks really cool. I don't know. I'm I'm really digging the way this is looking. So yeah, it's coming out a lot better than I had anticipated. But it looks really good. I'm very happy. I put some more clone troopers down here in the that trench area slash valley. I don't even know what to call it at this point, but it looks really good. And yeah, I think all the other parts that I worked on right here came out very well. A lot of detail work still to be done next week, but man, this nougat over here, all this nougat color was extremely helpful for really adding that punch that I really wanted. And I hope you guys think this is quite a lot of progress in my opinion. I mean, that's looking pretty good so far. So I can't wait to see what you guys have to say down in the comments below. But let's go ahead and end it out, guys. And that's going to do it this week, guys. I'm so happy with the progress that we got done. It's looking great. We're finally getting that groundwork done. The landscape is looking very good. There's still a lot more to be done. I really want to get those like Geonosis structures. They kind of look like little like wands or needles coming out of the ground. They have like a weird shape. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, what is it, the Elder Wand? It's Voldemort's wand in Harry Potter. That's what it looks like, at least to me, the Geonosian structures that like pop out of the ground. You see them in the Clone Wars episodes. You know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. So I do want to get to work on those hopefully next week. Not just showing you guys groundwork, but actually getting to the more architecture side of this, and hopefully touching on that mountain. If not next week, definitely the week after that. We're flying through this mock again, but things might slow down a little bit when we start working on that switchback mountain. That's definitely going to have a lot more work involved than just doing the groundwork, but so far I think it's looking really good. It's looking actually way better than I thought, and I really like the techniques that I'm using. I'm definitely curious to see what you guys have to say down in the comments below. That's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this week. Don't forget to come back for next week, week 4, and I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.